Good morning, 9:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, June 30th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, we'll start right here, ladies and gentlemen. XLM is up another 10%. That is not the right chart, but I can go to that next because that actually has the next resistance area. So this was the ascending triangle pattern, as you could call it, the uptrending support, or you can just call it a symmetrical triangle. I don't really care what you call it, but we're in a falling channel. Top of the pattern, down to the bottom, broke out of the channel, broke out of the formation, came up to 11.4. Now we're doing standard operating procedure here. We were at 11.4, or 11.5, I should say, came up all the way to 11.7. Now we're going to try to put in a bullish handle, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you know anything about the cup and handle, we swung around. Now it's our job to build the handle. Even if we come down here to the 10.8 mark, it's our job to build the handle on top of that pattern breakout. So if we're looking for XLM to remain very bullish, which it probably is, we need to hold this formation and then you're up. And no, we're not going to go to 14 cents right away, but the very next target XLM has, we're coming up right to that 12-cent mark, and that gets into the wider cup and handle. If you can get on top of 12 cents, we'll start talking about this 12.8 level, and then if you can put the handle like this, you're going up to bigger and better ambition. So that's XLM right now with huge potential. As I've talked about before, if we could break over that area. Last time we failed when we had huge potential because we failed the cup and handle. See, boom, rejected. Now we came back up for a course correction, and now we might be able to have unbelievable break out of here. But it just depends if the pattern formation continues up or if these are absolute fake outs here. Look at Bitcoin, folks. Just when you start to look at Bitcoin, look what it does. So Bitcoin is doing a corrective phase now. Bitcoin had a nice push out of here, but what did we talk about yesterday? Let's not get excited. We don't use emotion because we have to break 31,000 to do exactly what I showed. It doesn't do us any good to break up and keep breaking back down. We pushed from the bottom of the 30,000 right to 31,000. We haven't broke up yet. We have to get on top of 31,000 to start pushing up. That's just what has to happen. Of course, you're going to have corrective phases, but you never want to see them start dumping the entire profits right away. So we're going to look to see a little bit deeper. So as we can see, the volatility, which is very normal for Bitcoin right now. It's very normal for crypto with what's going on. But with XRP, let's look at XRP real quick, like we've been talking about since yesterday. We can't start breaking out with XRP. We would have to get on top of 477 and then ultimately on top of 494 and 508, because what can happen is what we talked about yesterday in the 4-hour time frame. We didn't want to get a rejection here at 475. We came all the way up here to the pattern high at 482, which is a major resistance right now. 482 is actually a massive resistance in the area. What is going on here? There's actually a lot of resistance there at 474. I mean, 477. So it's not unusual that we're bouncing around this area to see if we can recover. So what we're trying to do right now is get on top of 477 and fill that gap to 494. And then ultimately get on top of 508. Because right now we're in a shaky area for XRP. Very shaky. And with Bitcoin's volatility, it makes it even more shaky. If we go into the XRP all-time chart, this is what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to get out of this area. I'll get this out of the way just so it's a little easier to see. But you can see we're trying to reformulate right now. And if we come from wick to wick, I mean, that's what we're trying to break out from a wick standpoint, just in the immediate short term. But if we do it from like a candle body, it's practically the same. You're practically the same. So that's kind of like your 3D look if you want to look at it that way. But that is what we're trying to do in the immediate short term, break that downtrending resistance. You can bring it from wherever you want in the immediate short term, but that is what we're trying to break. Otherwise, it's going to be a reversal pattern, and it's going to come down to 44 cents. That's the urgency this morning. Look how quickly that happened. See how quickly that happened? So I keep saying 44 cents isn't off the table until we either break out past 508 again or we come down there and touch it, because that was an ultimate fake out this morning. Look what we just talked about XLM. If XLM is going to remain, I love when this happens when I'm talking so we can look at this in real time. We talked about how XLM went up there, and now it would have to hold the breakout point. We literally just talked about that when XLM was at 11.2. I had no idea of knowing it was going to crash with that quickly right down there, but that's the ideal consolidation back down to the top of the breakout point. And it does it in a fundamental way. So the market right now is either a corrective phase from a nice push up, or we're running out of steam. But with whatever we're looking at with Bitcoin, this is interesting. Look, the boom, breakdown, retest. Now you're trying to make that bullish handle. This XLM right now, you're looking at the 10.75 level firm. 10.75 if you're looking at that trade. You want 10.75 to hold at all costs. XRP continues to get beaten down by that 4.77 level. If this continues to happen, XRP is going to be looking at the 44-cent square in the face. That's the inverted head and shoulders neckline, and also the bottom of the broadening wedge, which I don't even know if I drew back on there or not. I can't remember. I guess I did. Yeah, look at the bottom of the broadening wedge now. If we were to come way down, it's down at 4208. Look how much different it looks now because we're expanding out. That's how quickly these volatile patterns shake out. So XRP definitely came down farther than we wanted it to. But with Bitcoin doing these little shakeout attempts, folks, be careful. Be careful. These are the setup moments. If Bitcoin's really meant to go up, and let's take a look at what we're talking about. We got two things to talk about real quickly. I know this update's already getting long, but there's a lot of information coming out. Make sure you watch it twice if you have to. But I love these moments of volatility so that we can actually, confirm what we just talked about. There's not a better feeling than being able to tell you something in the market, showing you what the correction looks like right on the spot. Bitcoin whale scoop 910,000 Bitcoin, good chance to breach 35,000. So Ally Charts, a crypto analyst, mentioned that around 1.84 million wallet addresses scoop 910,000 Bitcoins. That's a wide variety of people. So Bitcoin registered a positive upward rally last week as major asset managers seek to launch a spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund. On-chain data suggests that Bitcoin whales played a crucial role in breaching the 30,000 price level in the recent rally. A crypto analyst mentioned that around 1.84 million wallet addresses scooped 910,000 Bitcoin. This accumulation came in between the price of not 29,930 and 30,800. However, the whale buying eventually resulted in Bitcoin reaching the vital 31,000 price level. Bitcoin price is up by more than 14% in the last 30 days. Bitcoin is trading at an average of 30,918. But as we've seen, we had a nice price correction this morning. All of those gains and then some have been given back, folks. I'm just telling you the honest to God truth. This is what happens, and this is why crypto is such a pain in the ass to a lot of people. We literally knew we could have a volatile spike up to 31,000, and unless it broke and hold, it could be a fake out. And how did it play out this morning? Right back to the 30,000 support. So, I mean, that's a volatile swing, folks. A volatile swing, and it happened in the moment of this update. And it verified everything we've shown in the resistance, how you have to break above the resistance levels. And you can't just have a volatile spike. You've got to break the new level of resistance. So right now we're retesting that CME gap on Bitcoin at 30K, and the channel breakout got rejected at 31,000 harshly and fell 900 points within a matter of minutes, as you've seen. XRP failed the 477 and 482, and now it finds itself with one layer of support left. Basically the 458 and 462, but the 458 is just the pattern support before the previous drop. So the 462 and then basically the 44 cents. I mean, this is a very critical moment right now this morning. But standard operating procedure, we have a nice move up. They liquidate the longs, and then they do standard operating procedure. Unless you see Bitcoin below 30,000, this is a nothing, a nada burger. And unless you see XRP now break 462, we need to break that, be below 458, to come down to the inverted head and shoulders neckline at 44 cents. If we breach that clear, the bottom of the broadening wedge right now is 4208. So this pattern is becoming very, very bearish, assuming we get a mediocre reversal here in the immediate short term. Bitcoin price rally to breach 30,000 helped the entire crypto market to print some gains. In reversal also, however, top crypto like Ethereum and XRP are still down 1.5 and 4% respectively. So that's just a little look at what's happening with Bitcoin. And then I wanted to talk about this real quick, because it's not always about the price action, folks. Remember, we're in a bear market. And I'm going to say this one time, and I'm going to say it again. We're in a bear market. So we're in the accumulation phase. So the volatility is going to be as high as you can imagine. You're going to have these volatile swings up and down. The only thing we can do is have an emotionless response, be able to have a honest look at the charts like we do every single morning, and despite the up and down, we know our targets. We knew Bitcoin 30 to 31,000 meant nothing. Unless it broke 31,000 and breached, we're in that consolidation phase like I've been drawing out the last several days to several weeks now. And we can see how it played out. We went to 31,000, consolidated back to 30,000, just like it should if it's going to remain bullish. If it's going to be bearish, this is where the volatile drop will breach it, and then you'll use it as resistance and come all the way down to a likely 28K to retest the bottom of the channel. So that's what we're looking at, a 2,000 point drop if 30,000 is breached. And with XRP, literally, we're looking at that 462 level now. If we breach the 462, there's not a lot left. There's 458, 449 roughly where the last pattern drop was. And then there's 44 cents on the inverted head and shoulders. And then there's 42 cents at the bottom of the broadening wedge. So it's expanding now, the broadening wedge. They're very volatile moves. So we have to pay attention. And before I get into that story, I very briefly want to look at DGB. And it's a very easy chart to look at. And we're right at the 695 level. DGB's moving up, but it got caught in the volatility just now. DGB was making its way up to that 747, hit that volatility. It's created a golden cross in the 30-minute, and now DGB is looking to hold 688. If it holds 688, it has the possibility to move back up. As you can see, we've had some nice crossing here, and this is standard operating procedure. If we hold this area right now, this would break up to 747 over and ultimately push up to 837. If this is a break of consolidation, we break down, you're looking at 594. So just pay very close attention to that. And then I'm going to end it by reading this and then release this, because this has been an extremely long morning update. So Ripple touts new MetaMask-like web wallet for XRP Ledger. RippleX, the developer arm of blockchain company Ripple, has unveiled an exciting new development for XRP holders. Crossmark, a web wallet developed by Crossmark in collaboration with Ripple, offers a number of features similar to Ethereum's where did I go? There I am. To Ethereum's popular MetaMask wallet. With Crossmark, the developers aim to revolutionize the way users interact with the XRP Ledger, providing better accessibility and streamlined transactions within the decentralized ecosystem. RippleX tweet touting the Crossmark web wallet perfectly captures the essence of this announcement. Crossmark is a browser-first digital wallet built on top of the XRP Ledger, and it will provide an easy way to send transactions and switch between networks. Crossmark is browser-first digital wallet built on top of the XRP Ledger. So I just wanted to bring this information, so that's pretty exciting as we continue to advance with the Ledger. Make sure you use positivity over negativity. Don't play the victim, but make sure you're paying attention to this volatility. And if you have to, watch this twice. If you got anything out of this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Always hit that like button and turn that bell notification to all. And if you are a fan of my work, join Tom's Army. In the video description below and or pinned comments, there's a mission statement on why it's so important for you to join Tom's Army. It allows me to keep creative control, and you become a major part of my collaboration.